Welcome to Functional Flow Fitness. So in Functional Flow Fitness, we are going to add some cardio, we are going to do some strength training, and we are going to do some mobility flexibility. All right, so all you're going to need, light weights, be sure you have some shoes on, a nice safe area where you're not going to trip over anything. If you don't have weights, grab some water bottles. You can do this whole program without weights as well. Go ahead and gather everything you need. Meet me back for this functional fitness flow. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and set your weights aside, and we're just going to march. My name is Stacy with Aspen Fitness Yoga. We are just going to march it out here. And as we march, I want you to think about rolling through your toes. So I want you to roll through those toes, drive those knees up. And I just want you to pump those arms as you are walking. And we're just going to walk. And I think some things to think about. We often walk and we don't think about some things to think about. I want you to think about driving those elbows back and bringing those hands forward. Let's not cross in front of our body. We want to keep everything in one line. So I want you to think about my pocket to my shoulder, my pocket to my shoulder. So side step from my pocket and up, from my pocket and up. Good. And we're just going to march through. Drop those shoulders so we're not hunching everything up. Keep those hands along your hips. Good. And we're just going to march it out a little bit, really working on warming up our heart rate, warming up our body. So as we stretch, as we strength train, we've got to have everything warmed up and ready to go. So we're just going to stay about 30 more seconds here. Just march it out. Good. Roll through those toes. Get the bottoms of the feet warmed up. Everything warmed up here. Good. And I really want you to watch yourself if you can see yourself. And I want you to keep from crossing over. Okay? So keep everything through this nice range of motion at our sides. Good. Come back to the center. And we're just going to side step. So I want you to take it out and out. Good. Let's start with just letting our arms swing. Side tap, side tap. You can go at any pace you like. So as we tap, I want you to bend ever so slightly at the waist. So side view, I want you to be here versus standing up tall. Okay, so I want you to just a little bit forward, not enough to change your balance. Good. And your size of your steps is up to you. So as you side step, we're pulling everything into the center. Let those arms come across. Good. Let's change for a little bicep. So I want you to touch that opposite shoulder. And remember, you are in charge of your own intensity. So if you need to slow it down a little bit, do that. If you need to speed it up, do that. So we're pressing back, crossing up. Press back, cross over. Good. Do about 15 more seconds here. And then we'll bring everything forward. So we've marched, we've sidestepped. And then we're going to do a little heel tap. Good. One more each side. Come back to the center. Now heel tap in front. So heel tap. Opposite arm, we're reaching down this time. Side view here, just a little tap, tap. Your choice on how far you want to reach out. So this is just warming everything up. Let's tap the opposite thigh. Good. Always important to warm up before you start any strength training. Get the heart rate going. We have about 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to work on some arms, throw some yoga into it. Good. As you slowly come back to the center, let's just little march. So just picking those heels up, rolling through the toes. Good. Let's bring those feet down about a little wider than hip width apart. I just want you to bring your arms up and down. Good. Let's bend up and down. Good. Bend and pull everything up and down. If you need to widen those feet, you can do that. Last one. And down. Good. Side stretch. I want you to take your arm up and stretch it over. Good. Let that arm rest along the leg. Cartwheel over. Slide and stretch down. Think of dropping that shoulder down the leg. Shoulder stays away from the ear. Let's do one more each side. Slide and reach. Good. You can have a slight bend in your knees. You do not have to have your knees locked out. Good. Come up nice and tall. Both arms reach up. Exhale, open and down. Good. Let's do a hamstring stretch. I want you to take one foot in front, plant the heel, hands on that bent knee, lean forward at the waist. So toe is up. Anytime I lift my toe up, I contract everything on the back side of the leg. So nice deep breaths here. Good. Switch sides. Bend the knee, plant the heel, sit back, lean forward. And through all of this, if you ever need to hold on to something, have a chair nearby, grab the wall. Nice deep breaths. Good. Go ahead and come back up. All right, that warmed us up a little bit, got stretching going. Let's grab our weights. So go ahead and grab those weights, whatever size you like. We're going to keep the same weight throughout, so if they're a little bit lighter, that is perfect. Slight bend in the knees, hips are tucked under, elbows at your side. We're just going to curl up and down, bicep curls. This is the side view. Keep those elbows tucked. Exhale on the work. We're going to do 4 more here, and then we're going to switch to the lower body, and then we're going to go back to upper body, and we're going to do this whole thing again. Last time, up and down. Squats. You have 2 options with your squats. Your hands can be at your side, or you can wrap your weights on your shoulders. Your choice here. Squats, feet hip width apart. Toes are externally rotated, so turn those big toes out. I want you to sit in a chair and come up. You are in charge of your range of motion here, so if this bothers your knees at all, just do a little sit and up. I think about back and up, back and up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Down and up. Good. If they were up, bring those arms down. Kickbacks. We're going to do double kickbacks. I want you to lean forward, tuck those elbows, pick them up, and we're just going to go back and down. Elbows stay glued to your sides. Good. Straight back. Good. Exhale on the work. Last 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come up slowly. Shake out those arms a little bit. Last one, and then we'll do our weights again. Deadlifts. Bent knee deadlifts. Bend your knees, and I want you to just slide down and come back up. So we're sliding down. If you can go below your knees, feel free to do so. Come back up. Keep that back straight. Come up. Squeeze those glutes. Down and up, down. Good. You should feel this in your hamstrings, the back of your legs. We have 4 more. 4 and up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and come up. Put those weights down for just a minute. Shake out those hands. Let's just do a little march. If you need to grab a drink here, Take a minute to grab a drink. We're just going to do about 15 seconds. Shake those arms out, a little bit of marching. And then we're going to do all the weights over again and then come into our cool down. All right, grab those weights again. Starting with the bicep curls. So again, always set your base, feet hip width apart, tuck the tailbone under, bend in the knees, elbows tucked in and down. Good. Up. Exhale when you come up. Good. Down slow and down. Good. Good here. Last 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring them down. Squats. Now I had them on my shoulders last time. I'm going to bring them on my sides this time. Turn those feet out. Feet are wider than the hips. Hands can run along your thighs so you can squat down and up. So remember, we're squatting back. So think about this. Squat back and up, down and up. Good. Squat. Like you're going to sit in a chair. If it bothers your knees, look at your toes. You maybe need to turn your toes out. Maybe you need to sit back a little bit farther, or maybe you need to change your range of motion. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake those legs out a little bit. Kickbacks. Remember, kickbacks. I'm bent. My elbows are tucked. I'm stretching back. And here. Good. Just from my elbows to my hands are the only things that are moving. Hold it at the top. Good. Halfway here. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on up. Last one with our strength is our bent knee deadlifts. All right, so bend those knees, and we're just going to fall down and then come up. Everything tucks. Fall down and up. Keep that head high. I don't want to let my head hang, so I'm not doing this. And this should not make you dizzy or lightheaded if you keep that head up, okay? Let's do 3 more here. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Down and up. Good job. Get rid of your weights. So set those weights aside. Shake out your hands. Grab a drink if you need one. And we're just going to march. So we're cooling everything back down. Good. Big arms up and down. Up and down. Last one up and down. Good. You can keep marching here. You can just do a little roll if you like while we stretch our upper body. So I want you to take your hand out in front, flat palm, grab underneath that forearm, pull it across your chest, look over that shoulder. So again, marching, or you can just stand stationary here. Good. Switch sides. Come up, flat palm, pull it across, drop that shoulder. Posterior cuff stretch, stretching that back of the shoulder. Nice deep breath. Slow everything down. Good. And bring it back down. Hamstring, just like we did in the beginning. Plant that heel. Hand on the bent knee. So get a little hamstring stretch first, and then we're going to point the toe and flex it up. So a little mobility, a little hamstring flossing here. Good. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. And up. Good. Switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Plant that heel. Lean forward. Hamstring stretch first. Flat back. Nice deep breaths. And just point the toe and flex it up. Nice and slow. And up. Point and up. Last time. Point and up. Good. Come up slowly. And we're just going to side step and sway. So sway those hands through. Good. Come back to the center. Big arms out. And down. Last time up. And down. All right, very nice job. Thank you for joining me for this functional flow fitness where we work through our strength, our cardio, and our range of motion. Again, my name is Stacy with Aspen Yoga, Aspen Fitness and Nutrition. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time.